Gen Z's like, this sounds like a scam.
Yeah.
And so I do a lot of working with people on the cultural ideas you have of what a leader is and what that looks like and who you're willing to show support to.
You
Because we
think
do
that's a
see
generational thing as well, though? Because, I was listening to people again at the weekend, and one of the points that was being made was that, I mean, I'm from a boomer generation, so I'm ancient, but when we look at the Gen X, the Gen Xers, I mean, this VP was saying they just won't go for the stuff that you guys would have gone through, or the millennials. They won't go with that stuff. They're just going to kind of mentally down tools and say, no, we want more. This is dumb. In fact, if anything, it's the Gen Xers that are potentially a tool within the movement to actually force us to change by incorporating this idea of this collaborative, cooperative approach, where we're not sacrificing our genius, our creative genius, under the umbrella of, well, AI can do everything now. I just wondered if you're seeing that with different generations. As
you know, as a scientist, one of the internal biases of any study is always historical. Like, one of the things people always say, whether it's men versus women, white versus black, is, oh, well, if the tables were turned, how would that be? It's like, so if the tables were turned, that would be the issue, right? It's all in the context. So I think we saw, because Gen X also has that a lot of them are being skipped over for executive positions,
right,
because the baby boomers are still there. And then now people want millennials to run it because we have more tech experience. And part of that is a stereotype. And part of it is just because of, again, the history that we grew up with, seeing the computer and internet revolution. And then you have the backlash. And that's why I think it's so ridiculous. And people are like, Gen Z doesn't want to work anymore. I'm like, well, Gen Z was born to parents who are millennials, who were told, go to college, get the degree, that'll be enough, who are still paying off student debt, who never got farther.
Living at home as well.
Yeah. And Gen Z's like, this sounds like a scam. I'm not interested.
That's what we're hearing at the weekend. Yes.
And so when I think of generation, I don't think of as like, that's a boomer thing or that's a Gen Z thing. I think of that as, that is a consequence of your historical actions.
That's interesting.